Very good morning, my dear aspirants. So today we are going to discuss about our next lecture in international relations of India and US. And now we will discuss about economic relations between India and US. Please observe here. The US, which is India's largest trading partner. Please to remember, which of the following country is the India's largest trading partner? Answer is USA. This United States and India view one another as important strategic partners. In the case of trade in physical goods, in the services sector, in primary income, as well as in secondary income too, which is more than the West world. In the case of FDIs, as well as in the case of FPI, the trade and economic relations are in surplus. The common interest between these strategic partners, strategic ties with potential for more growth. In bilateral trade, which is about 3% of the US world trade. Please do remember, guys. The bilateral trade is about 3% of US world trade, and it is more consequently for India. If we observe, in 2019, the United States was the India's largest goods export market with 17% share, and the third largest goods import supplier after China and European Union. Please do remember, guys, India's largest goods export market. In exam, you may get this type of questions. Please do remember, guys. I am repeating once again. India's largest goods export market is USA, and India's largest goods import supplier is China, and the second place goes to European Union, and the third place goes to this USA. Please do remember, guys, this US India foreign direct investment is limited but growing, whereas coming to the defense sales also are significant in this bilateral trade. Civilian nuclear commerce stalled for years over differences on liability protections, which has produced major potentially US supply contracts dating to the Obama administration too. And these market access and other barriers to trade with India have been long-standing concerns among some members of Congress and the US. In the case of President newly elected of USA, Joe Biden has expressed interest in cooperating with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on global changes, but it is uncertain what priority the new administration will place on bilateral trade issues. Some analysts expected that US-India trade relations may be less strained, but the Congress and the new administration will continue to seek resolutions to ongoing trade frictions in the bilateral relationship. In the Prime Minister Modi's first term, if you observe, from 2014 to 2019, fell short of many observers' expectations as India did not move forward with the many anticipated market opening reforms and instead increased tariffs and trade restrictions. Modi's strong electoral mandate in May 2019 may embolden the Indian government to press ahead with its reform agenda with greater vigor. Although the project is mostly on hold due to this pandemic related restrictions. After several years with the world's fastest economic growth rate above 7%, India grew more slowly in 2019 and was hit hard economically by this coronavirus disease. The Reserve Bank of India revised upward its estimate for India's growth rate from 9.5% to 7.5% for 2020 and 2021 financial year. And amid the COVID-19 pandemic, India has stepped up efforts to attract supply chains from the China with some encouragement from the Trump administration. And please don't forget, the United States and several other countries requested to join various WTO dispute conciliations against India related to its technology tariffs, also questioning its compliance with this WTO Information Technology Agreement. And India opposes the 25% steel and 10% aluminum national security based. And there are some potential issues for the Congress also. So the potential issues for Congress was what aspects of bilateral trade relations would change or remain the same in Biden administration. What trade issues should the United States and India prioritize in any future talks? Is there potential for broader trade agreement negotiations? Will India and United States renegotiate re-entry into RCEP and CPTPP? Are there opportunities for the United States and India to bridge differences on multilateral trade issues? Still, there are some differences between these two governments. And moreover, the FDI, if you observe, it is increased to 45.9 billion in 2019. And in our next lecture, we will discuss about the cyber security. Thank you.